Hi guys, welcome to this video. My name is Evans and I say it's been long since I did a video. I've been so busy in the last couple of months guys, and we have a lot of videos that we have to catch up on. So without wasting much of our time, we are looking at the October-November 2021 IGCSE ICT paper 2 in this video. So we will start with the section on document production. So let's go straight into what we're supposed to do. So you have been supplied with the following source files. And these are the source files that you have been given. So task 1, evidence document. Open the file into 102 evidence.rtf. Make sure that your name, center number, and contact number will appear on every page of this document, and save this document in your work area as N2102 evidence followed by your candidate number. For example, N2102 evidence 9999. So you will need the evidence document during the examination to place screenshots when required. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our files. I have already downloaded the files here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and open the evidence file. So here now you can enable editing if your computer needs to have editing enabled. In my case, my computer doesn't need to have any editing enabled. Okay, so let's go ahead and insert our header. So go to blank 3 column. So let's go ahead and insert our name, so Chikasa Evans, and I'm going to insert my center number AE361 and my candidate number 0001. Okay, let's go ahead and save this document with the required name. So browse to the location where your files are. So mine is just within this folder. I'm going to change the format to Word document. I'm going to add my candidate number at the end there, 0001, and save it. Okay, so done with that step. Let's go back to the question paper. So task number 2, document. You are going to edit a newsletter. A corporate house style must be used. 3 paragraph styles have already been created. An additional paragraph style must be created and applied to the document as instructed. Step number 1, open the file N2102 vetnews.rtf. So once we open that file, let's go ahead and open the file, then we come and read the other step. So vet news is this one. So enable editing, this is the enable editing I was talking about. Always enable editing to allow you to enable to edit the document. So let's go back to the question paper. The page setup is set to A4. Portrait orientation with 2 cm margin. Do not make any changes to these settings, so it's very important. So you can just verify if you do have these settings F4 and page orientation set to 2 cm. Save the document in your work area in the format of the software you're using with the file name newsletter. So let's go ahead and just verify this. So just come here, the document, go to page layout and check that the orientation is portrait. And also you can go ahead and check the margin, not columns, but the margins. You can go to custom margins, or you can just say check here, last custom margin is 2 centimeters and so on, or you can come to custom margin and you will see that it will be 2 centimeters here. If your word measurements is not in centimeters, again, it's very important that your measurements is in centimeters. So there's a quick way that you can do that, guys. Let me just do that to show you. So come to file, then go to options, and then go to advanced, and then scroll down until you find display. Under display, you can see that mine is in centimeters. So just in case yours is not in centimeters and it is in inches, so this is where you can actually change this from. Okay, so I'll leave it as it is. And so we've verified, just a matter of saving the file now. So go to save as, browse, and then let's go ahead and save this file. The name of the file is supposed to be newsletter, so I'm just going to copy this, and then we can go ahead and save this file in the format that we said. So I'm just going to paste the name here, change the format to Word document, and then click on save and accept that. All right, so that step is done. Let's go to the step. It says evidence 1, place in your evidence document a screenshot to show that this file has been saved. Make sure that there is evidence of the file type. So let's go ahead and go to our this is our Word window, our file explorer. So right now the file in question is this one, but you can tell that the file name is not too visible, or rather the file type is not too visible. So what you want to do is to put your cursor here. When you get that plus sign between the type and size columns, just double click and you have your name visible there. Alternatively, you can just drag and resize the size of the column. Okay, so now I'm going to open up my snipping tool. Just come here and I'm going to set it to rectangle mode. You can set it in window mode. I'm going to set it to rectangle mode so that I can just crop out this window mode will as well just pick up this window that you have here. You don't even need to crop, like removing this this section here. But I'm just going to remove the white part and just accept it. And let's copy this and paste it in our evidence document. So this is step 1. Just paste it there. That's fine. Make sure that the file is selected and we can see the file type at the bottom here. So that step is done. Let's go back to the next step. Placing the header, automated page numbers, center aligned. So again, I'm just going to go in the file and I'm going to go insert in the header. I'm going to insert blank 3 columns, center aligned. I'm going to insert a quick part and field, and then just select page and pick up a page type there. And next, go to footer, and I'm gonna go back to the question paper, place in the footer the text edited by, and then followed by, so I'm just gonna copy this. Fairly lazy to type. You guys have to type this since you don't have a soft copy of the paper in the exam. So edited by followed by a space and then your name and then center number and candidate number right aligned. So I'm just going to come here. Again, insert footer, blank 3 column. On the right side here, I'm going to insert edited by and then space, Chikasa, Evans, and then center number AE361 and candidate number 0001. Okay. And I'm going to remove this because in the next part of the question we're told make sure that all alignments match the page margins and no other text or placeholders are included in the header or footer areas. Headers and footers are displayed on all pages. So just come here and remove all these placeholders. You don't need this placeholder. Please don't leave the placeholders there. And at the bottom there, you don't need the placeholders as well. No other text should appear in the header or footer. And then make sure that they are aligned to the margin. If you already use the blank 3 column, then automatically it aligns to the margin. That's the beauty of doing that. So let's go back. So step number 2 is done. Step number 3, create and store the following styles, basing it on the default paragraph style. And then these are the styles that we have. So the first one is VE subhead sans serif, supposed to be 14 center, bold in italic, single, and 0 points before and 6 points after. So let's go ahead and do just that. So I'm gonna come here and go to styles. So I'm gonna open the styles manager. So just click here, and then this is your style manager. Just drag it to this side, and then it shows you a list of styles that you already have here. So I already have body, subtitle, title, and I have is it footer and header. So what I'm gonna do is just create a new style. So at the bottom here, just hit new style, and then you're going to give it the style name. So the style name is supposed to be VE subhead. I can just copy this since I'm not gonna be typing, so I can just copy that and paste it here. But you're told that make sure that it's supposed to be based on a default paragraph style. So currently it's based on the body paragraph style, so you want it to be based on normal. So set it to based on normal, and then you can go ahead now and check these other properties. So next we have sans serif font. It's supposed to be 14 and center aligned, bold and italic. So let's go ahead and try that. It's a sans serif font, so Arial is fine. It's supposed to be bold, and then it's supposed to be italic, and then it's supposed to be center aligned. So we can check that. So again, other features, it's supposed to be 14 single line spacing, and then 0 space before and 6 space after. So for line spacing, I'm just gonna go to here, format, paragraph, and then go to space after 6, single line spacing, no spacing before, and then it's supposed to be center aligned, and then everything else just remains like this. So verify this. The only thing that you need to check is check that this is 14, not 144, but rather 14 pixels or points. Okay, so set this. automatically you see that it kind of applies this there, and you don't want this. So I'm going to return it to the font that it was. Just you can just undo this, or you just click anywhere on the text that you had, use the format painter and just drag this, and it will come back to the point that it had initially. Okay, so so this is done. We need to show evidence in our evidence document of a screenshot to show that these settings have been defined for the VE subhead style. We make sure that this style is based on default paragraph styles, and we just did that. So we're going to get the subhead, this one, select it. Well, I don't have to apply it. I was kind of applying. I don't have to apply. Just select it, and then I'm going to select and modify. Make sure that it is the subhead that you're talking about, and you want to show evidence, so make sure that the paragraph is also set. These two would be enough to show evidence. Sometimes it doesn't show here, everything is not shown here. Sometimes it shows, so you just need to verify that all the properties and attributes that you're asked to set are visible here. If they're not visible, if any are missing out, so you just need to show the paragraph window here. So I'm just gonna get a screenshot of this, so new, and just gonna drag this and just copy this window like that, and we can go ahead, copy it and paste it in our evidence document. And step number 2 or step number 3, evidence 2. Okay, so that is done. The next thing that we want to do now is to go to the next section of the question. So this is step number 4. The style name VE body has already been created, stored and applied to the body text in the document. Modify the VE body style so that only the following formatting is applied. So this is what we're going to do. The body is supposed to be a serif font. It's supposed to be 11 points, justified, no enhancement, 1.5 centimeters, or rather 1.5 points. I don't know if it's centimeters or points. 1.5 line spacing, as well as 0 points space before and 6 points space after. So let's go ahead and do that. So we are modifying the body. So right click on the body and click on modify, and then we can go ahead and set this. So it's supposed to be a serif font, so I'll leave it at Times New Roman, and then supposed to be 11. I'll leave it at that as well. The other properties that we can remember, let's go to format, and then let's go to paragraph. It's supposed to be 1.5. Okay, so it's supposed to be 1.5 here, and it's supposed to be 6 points after. So just verify that it's 6 points after, 0 points before, and then no enhancement. So just go ahead and make sure that there's no enhancement. So just come here and say okay, and then check that there's no enhancement here, nothing. Okay, so that looks good, and check that it is justified. Okay, so this is justified, that's good, and say okay. So this one is okay, it has been modified properly, and we just need now to go back to the question. At the start of the document, above the subtitle quarterly newsletter, enter the title, vocational education and training. So we just come here, copy that, and at the start here I'm just going to create some space and paste that text. And then we are told to step 6, the style name VE's title has already been created and stored. Modify the VE title style so only the following formatting is applied. Okay, so this is the formatting. I'm just going to get this to the left, so just window, left key, and then we can go get this one on the right and see if we can apply some of this style without switching between windows. Okay, so the first one is, I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. The first one is supposed to be, let's go to the styles, style manager. We are modifying the title, so right click on the title, modify, and then this is the property that we should have for the title. It should be 22 points, so just put 22 there, and it should be center aligned, and then it should be bold and italic. It shouldn't be underlined, and then it should be single. So go to format, paragraph, and then set line spacing single and no spacing after, so set this to 0 as well. The rest of the stuff remains the same, so just go ahead and click that, and then we can go ahead and get the evidence document of in the next step, place in the evidence document a screenshot of these settings for the VE title substyle or style. So let's go ahead, select it, and let's go modify, and then go ahead and get the properties as well. You can put it this side, and then you can get a screenshot using your Snipping Tool or any other software that you're using. So I'm just gonna say new, and then just around here, just capture this. Okay, that looks good. So copy it, and let's go ahead and put it in our evidence document. So just say okay, and then let's go to evidence document and place it in evidence number 3. That looks good. So let's just push this down. That looks good. So go back to the question paper. So that is done. Step number 7 says apply the amended VE title style to the text. I think we just did that when we clicked on it at some point. So if we just confirm that we have that, let's see. Just maximize this. This is already applied, so that looks good. So just gonna close this down.